welcome to A Little Wander Yoxall, an interactive audio tour around Yoxall for all ages.
Presented by Spiltmilk and commissioned by Live and Local, with thanks to East Staffordshire Borough Council and the National Forest Company and Yoxall Parish Council.
I'm Adele.
And I'm Sarah.
And we'll be your hosts for the tour.
The route today is about a mile long, but you can take it at your own pace. There's no hurry.
Along the way, we'll be inviting you to explore your surroundings in imaginative new ways.
We'll invite you to see things differently.
To look at things you might see every day with a newfound curiosity.
Pause a moment.
Rediscover.
Wander and wonder.
Approach this with an attitude of playfulness. Enjoy yourself and be open to something a bit different.
Take yourself on an adventure.
You can do this alone,
or with family,
or with a friend,
or even an enemy.
You can download the audio file onto your device and listen through headphones as you go, or play aloud if there's more than one of you. Or, alternatively, you can get a script to follow, either by popping into Yoxall St Peter's Church or by contacting Spiltmilk via our website. Now, just familiarise yourself with how to pause and restart the track.
Because sometimes you might want to spend a little more time exploring something, and we don't want to be rushing you along.
Okay? Done that? Good.
The tour will start at Yoxall Parish Hall on the A515 King Street.
Don't travel there just yet. There's just a little bit more housekeeping to do first.
Please remember to take care along the route.
You're going to be crossing roads.
Maybe there'll be some uneven ground.
There might be traffic or other people.
So even though you've got us in your ears, keep aware of everything around you and keep yourself safe.
When you're crossing a road, you might like to pause the track to make sure that you can be as alert as possible.
Before you head out, make sure you're wearing something you can move comfortably in.
And you're wearing your most comfortable exploring shoes.
Now pause the track and restart it when you arrive at the parish hall.
See you there. Hello again.
Here we are at Yoxall Parish Hall. If you haven't already, leave the pavement and go through the double gate near the flagpole and stand to the side of the building where the War Memorial is.
Before we get moving, we're going to take a moment to be still.
Choose a place to be.
Choose where you would like to be facing. The hall, the church, the memorial, the road. It's up to you.
Stand in a relaxed, neutral position with your arms by your sides if possible. Take a deep breath in and out. Notice if any parts of your body feel tired or sore today, and send some love their way. Notice if any parts of your body feel great and raring to go. Notice the temperature of the air against your skin.
Wriggle your fingers. Wriggle your toes inside your shoes.
Look up to the sky. Look down to the floor. Have a look over your left shoulder. Now have a look over your right shoulder.
Allow any thoughts of chores or anything that's been playing on your mind to just float away so that you can focus on this. Take this time for you. This is a bit of time out.
There's no way to do this wrong. Whatever experience you have, that's the right one.
Before we move away from the parish hall today, we're going to hand over to Howard, a local resident, to draw your attention to a unique feature of the building.
Well, as you start from the parish hall, interestingly, on the side of the parish hall, there's a sort of ceramic mural. And we did that. We kind of commissioned that when a long time ago with a ceramic artist called Phil Hardacre. And it's really nice because our kids got involved and they made bits of tiles and things. And at its time, it's amazing we got away with it, really, to plaster half the parish hall with a sort of free-form bit of art was quite radical at the time. So I think it's well worth a look, and look carefully at some of the small bits and pieces, because it does refer to people and places in Yoxall. So it's a nice thing to look at as you set off.
Thanks for that, Howard.
Let's take a moment to have a closer look at the mural now. Which elements are you most drawn to? The names of locals involved in creating it, the animals which are often found in and around Yoxall, or perhaps the leaves?
Perhaps notice the handprints, and considering the mural was made in 1997, wonder how big those hands might be now. I wonder what they're up to today. Take as long as you like to look more closely at the detail. Feel free to pause the track if you want.
Wave goodbye to the little hands.
Bye!
And let's move out of the gate to cross over the road. Remember to pause us for a moment to cross over safely.
Now we're over the road. Turn to your left and travel along the pavement a little way. On your right, you'll see a small gateway and the path leading into the churchyard.
You will have Flixton Cottage on your right. Move along the path towards the church. Find a place to pause with a good view of the church.
What time is it on the clock? Can you spot any diamonds on the church?
Now, pause the track and head to the tower end of the church. When you arrive there, stand with your back to the tower and press play.
As you stand with your back to the church tower, you'll see a path ahead of you. Head down this path with graves on your left and bushes on your right until you reach the handrail at the top of the incline.
Pause the track while you do this, and as you walk, listen carefully and soak up the sounds around you.
Continue along the path as it turns left, taking us away from the churchyard.
As you travel, try to be twice as slow as you usually are. Don't worry if you come across someone else. They're welcome to overtake.
See how many more things you notice going twice as slow as you usually do. Is there anything along the path you've never noticed before?
Choose one colour to focus on as you pass along the path. Be very specific with your choice. If you've chosen a green or a brown, what type of shade is it? How would you describe it? If it was a paint colour, what would it be called?
As you continue with the rest of your journey today, perhaps notice if you see exactly the same colour anywhere else along the route.
At the end of the path, you will reach the exit onto Savey Lane, where you have to go one way and then the other. You sort of have to zigzag your steps. Enjoy the dance.
Now pause the track as you cross over Savey Lane safely.
Turn to your right. As we move along the road a little, you can see a national speed limit sign, a public footpath sign, and a bin.
Ooh la la! Turn left along another alleyway so that you have a field on your right and some houses on your left.
Travel along the path and come to a stop near the telegraph pole.
Stand with a view out across the farmer's field.
What colour is the field at the moment? What colours do you think it might be at a different time of year? Is there anything growing?
What's at the furthest point that you can see on the horizon? What is the tallest thing you can see here?
Stand still and close your eyes. Take a really deep breath.
Local resident Sue Evans spoke to us about standing in this spot and soaking up the country air.
But the other thing that you get, particularly on that area off Savey Lane and then walking over, is scent. You get, if they've been hay cutting, you get that gorgeous scent of cut grass. You also get in the autumn when they're ploughing, you get the lovely smell of the soil. And of course you do get the rural smells as well, but You do get lovely, lovely scent as well.
Thank you, Sue.
What can you smell? If this smell was a perfume, what would it be called? Would you wear it?
Continue along the path as it bends around and Ferrers Field Playground comes into view.
Turn right along the path to walk past the swings and slides. Is there anyone on the playground today having fun?
What would be the first thing you would choose to have a go on? What would be the last thing?
Continue travelling past the benches, and as you get to the end of this path, there's an opening in the trees. Go through it and you'll find a little den with a bench inside. You might have a sit on the bench.
Look straight up. How much sky can you see at this time of year? Look at the network of branches. Choose your favourite branch or your favourite shape being made by the branches. Reach your little finger towards it. Now reach your palm towards it. And your elbow towards it. And your shoulder towards it. And now the top of your head towards it. And rest.
In your mind's eye, imagine you are just 10 centimetres tall. How would you make a journey across these branches? Choose a starting point and find your route through the branches. With your eyes, follow the journey you would make. Work out how you could get all the way around this circle of trees. Is there anywhere you'd have to do a daredevil jump tiny you in the trees. When you reach the end of the journey, give yourself a little pat on the back. Well done, tiny person. You made it.
Now, after all that excitement, when you're ready, make your way out of the den, retrace your steps back down the path, past the playground, until you reach the 2 rows of trees.
Once you arrive, take a moment to wander between the trees, making your own route.
Notice the similarities and differences between the different types of trees here.
How many have got busy branches at this time of year? And how many are bare?
Walk towards whichever tree you are most drawn to today.
Put your toes right up to the edge of it, and then look from your toes slowly all the way up along the surface of the tree. Keep looking as high as you can go until you've tracked all the way to the top of the tallest part you can see. Was there a favourite part of the tree that you noticed? How would you describe the surface of that part?
Lean or rest on the tree with any body part or multiple body parts. Feel the tree supporting you. Close your eyes if you want and enjoy being supported. Imagine all the things this tree has seen. When you're ready, say goodbye to the lovely row of trees. Head down to the road and follow it as it bends around to the left. Pause the track and restart it when you reach Raven Road.
Hello again. Now cross Raven Road and turn right again to continue on Ferrers Road once more.
As you follow the road round to the left, notice any marks on the floor. Think of it as a work of art. What would you call it?
Find a mark on the ground and go and position yourself on or near to it. Look around and choose another and take big strides until you reach it. Find another mark, tiptoe towards it. And one more time, find one more mark. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, whoosh towards your fourth mark, arriving by the end of your out-breath.
When you're ready, continue your journey along Ferrers Road until you arrive at a T-junction. Pauses for a moment while you cross the busy main road safely.
Across the road? Now sit in the bus stop or find a place to rest comfortably, looking in the direction you've just come from.
Notice two things that are moving. Can you see any animals, any vehicles or people that are moving? Is the wind moving anything? Choose your two and imagine them side by side, head to head.
Out of those two, who would win in a quiz? Who would win in a wrestling match? Who would win in a beauty contest? Who are you rooting for?
Who would win a race? Who would try and cheat? Imagine the award ceremony. Who would present them with their medal?
Before we leave this area, we're going to hand back over to Howard to draw your attention to something hiding behind you that you might not have noticed before.
Turn right out of the bus stop and then look over towards your right, over a wall into the trees. And over to Howard.
Behind that bus stop, there's a little copse of old trees that are just sort of left there, left behind. And they belong, I don't know if he's still even on the planet, but there's a chap called Albert Shaw who ran a little plant nursery just round the corner on Browns Lane. And when he sold up and moved out, presumably when he retired, he deliberately didn't sell that piece of land. And I talked to him about it once, and he just said, well, I just want the birds to be in there, it's just a sort of nice little habitat. And you sort of take it for granted when you walk past. You think, well, it's just there. But it actually is a really useful little bit of habitat, and it's right behind that bus stop, isn't it? And it gives that a little bit more peace when you're sitting by the bus stop.
We'll go and notice that.
Yeah, just have a notice it. It's kind of something and nothing, but in fact it goes all the way to the river from that. There's a sort of wall behind the bus stop, and if you just stand still, you will hear bird song and that sort of stuff, which is good.
Thanks, Howard.
So now we're going to keep travelling along the road towards the no entry sign.
Once you get to the sign, follow the road round to the right a little and notice the Town Hill road sign.
Now pause the track to cross over the road towards the wooden gate opposite.
Go through the gate into Goose Green.
Follow the gravel path and stick to the right fork when it splits.
Find a place to stop near or on the benches.
Close your eyes and just listen to the sounds around you. Natural sounds and man-made sounds. Draw your attention to include far-away sounds. When you're ready, allow your eyelids to blink open.
Find some way to comfortably make a frame with your hands, to frame a view you like. View the picture in your hand frame like it's a picture on a wall. Imagine how this scene changes throughout the year. Maybe come back in another season and look at it again. See if you imagined right.
When you're ready, continue along the path, ignoring the forks to the left and the right.
As the path begins to bend around to the right, glance to your left and you'll see the community orchard that's been planted by Yoxall Parish Council. Here's Parish Council member Penny to tell you a bit more.
This is where the community orchard's going to be, and obviously when they start fruiting we'll be encouraging people to come down and pick the fruit, so it goes all the way along. There's all sorts, there's apple, there's cherries, there's plums, there's all sorts, so they're going down here, and we're relying on the community to come and pick it because we don't want loads of wasps.
Yeah.
Wasps are good because they're pollinators, but not when you've got rotten fruit everywhere.
No.
So this is going to be a nice area.
Thanks, Penny.
Keep following the path around and loop back on yourself. Once you're past the point where the paths cross, find a place to stop and take a moment to look up.
Notice the sky today. Notice what looking up makes you do with your body, with your eyes, face, shoulders, knees. Does it make you want to turn to be able to fit more into your view when you look right up high? Are there any things that are attached to the ground that you can still see?
When you're ready, bring your focus back down and continue along the path. Find yourself back at the gate. the weeping willow, the sound of the road. Go through the gate and turn right towards the main road.
When you reach the main road, turn right again and continue along here until you reach the Golden Cup pub. Take this journey in your own time. The voices of Yoxall locals Bob, Sue, Diana and Howard will keep you company along the way with some little prompts.
Breathe deep.
Smile. Breathe deep.
Notice the buildings.
Breathe deep.
Turn around and see where you've been.
Breathe deep.
Smile.
When you reach the Golden Cup, pause the track and carefully cross the road.
Go through the church gates on the corner, into the churchyard and down the path until you find yourself under the lovely overhanging trees.
Come to a stop here.
Pause.
Rest.
Take a seat.
Stop here.
Think a while.
Take a moment.
Don't rush.
Take a seat.
You've already said that.
That's why it's nice.
Take another seat.
Thank you, Bob, Sue, and Diana. And to John and Penny and Howard and all the local people who've helped to inspire this walk. We've reached the end of our journey together today.
Thank you for taking a little wander with us.
We hope you enjoyed a bit of time out.
Something a bit different.
We invite you to do the tour again with us on another day and see how it differs and what stays the same.
We also invite you to spread the word. Perhaps bring friends and family along to take a little wander too.
Have a wonderful rest of your day.
This has been a Spiltmilk production for Live and Local Living Room.
To find out more about the company and our work, please visit our website www.spiltmilkdance.co.uk.
Bye.